Very good morning and a warm welcome to all the audience. Hope I am audible to everyone. If anybody is not able to hear me, kindly let us know via the chat panel. So in the next 40 to 45 minutes, we'll discuss the benefit of having an integrated back office system for a Magento web store. And I am Devin, would be acting as your moderator and also the presenter for some part of the webinar. Before we start, let's take a moment to ensure that everyone is ready and familiar with the webinar control panel. Firstly, you should have a control panel on the right side of your screen. You may minimize this panel by clicking on the double arrow button in the upper left corner. You may expand the panel by clicking the same button. So please take a moment to check if it's working fine. Secondly, you have the ability to submit questions using the question pane located near the bottom of the control panel, and we will try to address as many questions as the time permits in the Q&A session at the end of the webinar. In case there is any issue in voice quality or the presentation screen, please let us know via the chat panel. We hope that this presentation will be useful to help you in growing your e-commerce business. So let's start. So now moving towards the agenda of the presentation, and also will like to give a brief intro about the panelists. The first part of the presentation, that is knowing the insight and the benefit of an integrated back office system, will be taken by me, that is Devin. I'm working as the Vice President with InSync. Then we'll move on to understand why SAP Business One is the most suitable candidate for the back office ERP, and we have no other than Richard Duffy to enlighten our knowledge over that. Then we'll move on to understand how SBO eConnect can help us to achieve the benefit of an integrated system. And finally, in the Q&A session, we would like to address all your questions and clarification. So before understanding the benefits of an integrated system, let's see what are the gaps of having a discrete system. We all know that an online store like Magento is well equipped to manage processes like sales, payment processing, capturing shipping information for order fulfillment, and also product cataloging. But the whole picture about the online business also include a lot of back-end process like warehouse management. For end-to-end order fulfillment, many processes like shipment and other are involved, then the purchase planning and the finances, which are not taken care by the online system. So having an integrated system help you to manage the complete business via one system. And it's not only about filling the gap in the system. The aim of any business is finally to increase the efficiency of the business and the business users. So let's see how few of the integration points that we are going to discuss today will help to increase the efficiency of an online merchant. So I would like to start off discussing about the order fulfillment process. An online store is all about sales and processing order faster, and that is always the top priority for any business. Suppose a customer punches an order, and in a case of a discrete system where the order, I think there is some hissing sound. Kindly give me a second. I will check on it. Can everyone hear me? Richard, can you hear me?
You are cutting in and out just a little bit. So it cuts out for, 5 or 10 seconds and then cuts back in again.
Okay, so is it fine now? Am I audible now?
It seems to cut in and out, so it's okay at the moment.
Okay, we are checking on it, and if it happens again, we might have to pause for 1 or 2 minutes and ensure that this is corrected. So Richard, kindly let me know if it drops again. Okay, great. So now talking about the order fulfillment process, in a discrete system, if a customer goes for a web order and it takes at least 1 day time to put it into the backend system from where the process starts, the delay in the order fulfillment result into a dissatisfied customer. But in a scenario of an integrated system, as soon as a web order is punched in the system, it reflects back into the ERP. An alert is raised to the ERP user, who ensures a quicker fulfillment cycle, resulting into a better customer satisfaction and repeat sales. It's not only about fulfilling the order faster, but an integrated system also ensures that business saves costs which are coming up due to manual data entry errors and the delay because of the manual data entry. And also it ensures that there is no data duplication and the systems always have the accurate data, or either the business always shows an accurate data to itself and to its customer. Now talking about the customer, one big advantage of having an integrated system is that the customer always sees an updated stock level. Take a scenario wherein a customer places a web order and at the time of an online payment, he comes to know that the item is out of stock. The chances are high that business loses the customer to a competition, or the customer might never prefer to come back. So to ensure that there is no business loss, an integration for a stock management ensures that the customer always has an updated information about the stock and can order accordingly. Over and above this, an inventory getting updated into the real time ensures that the customer has a complete information about the item he is planning to buy. The information might be related to the technical specification or the shape, size, different dimensions, multiple photographs of a particular item, or the pricing. Any and all information required by the customers with the inventory update is always 100% up to date on the online system. Now the synchronization of web order helps the business to ensure that their purchase planning is always up to mark, which helps them not only to maintain an up-to-date inventory but also to ensure that they never maintain an over inventory and thus do not put in more money in maintaining an extra inventory. If we summarize all of this around the customer satisfaction, then this integration ensures that when a customer is accessing your website for purchase, what they generally look for is a correct and updated product information which is given to them via stock and inventory synchronization, product information, especially pricing, which are frequently being updated, also is shown correctly to an online customer, and also the order shipment and the process like invoicing is also shown to the customer in real time, like the complete shipment process which is managed from the backend system. The status is updated online and the customer not only get update from his online account but is also updated via email and other forms which he can always check on a move on his smart devices like iPad or iPhone. So in this way we see that an integration can result into a better customer satisfaction, repeat business from the customer, and also the referral business. Now coming to one other very important aspect from the business owner point of view is the finances. So the web order and the online sales getting synced in real time with the backend ERP which updates the GL account automatically ensure that the business can generate the balance sheet, cash and fund flow statement and the PL report at any point of required time, giving a bird eye view of your entire business. So these are few of the advantages that one can have from an integrated system. There are tons of advantages and I can discuss them the complete night. But considering the time constraint, I would like to invite now Mr. Richard Duffy, who will let us know that why SAP Business One is the most suitable candidate for a backend ERP. Just to give you a brief about Richard, he is the Sales and Marketing Program Manager for SAP Business One and also part of SAP SME Global Team. Out of interest, he also acts as an unofficial SAP Business One and small business evangelist both inside and outside of SAP. And it's not because of the credentials just discussed that we have invited Richard today or because of his current 8 years tenure with SAP. It's more because of his prior 5-year exposure in Microsoft, from being a product manager to a product evangelist for different Microsoft ERP products. And more important, before being into Microsoft, his 15-year exposure running his own small business, selling, implementing and supporting small business ERP solution in Australia. Solutions such as Great Plains, Sun System and Moab. And as well as he was implementing complete small business IT solution starting from network through to database application development. And as a result of running his own small business, he can truly identify challenges many small businesses face, particularly when it comes to building the business beyond being a role of sole practitioner responsible for everything, as he have experienced that firsthand. And for that reason, he has spent many hours looking at how small business can be truly effective, particularly when it comes to utilizing information technology and becoming successful marketers. So now I will like to ask Richard to take it over from here. It might take few minutes for him to set up his presentation. Kindly be patient and let's hope the technology works. So over to Richard now.
Great, thank you very much for that. And I will just quickly bring up my presentation. And hopefully you're able to see my presentation right now. Could you just give me the yes or no on that, please? Are you able to view my presentation?
Yes, Richard,
Are
we
you able
can.
to see the presentation?
Yes, Richard, we can.
Minutes talking about the SAP Business One application, and specifically talking about how SAP Business One can provide that back-end ERP solution that was just spoken about. So with that, what I'd like to do is quickly tell you a little bit about SAP. Many of you will be familiar with SAP, but just in case you aren't, SAP is the world's #1 provider of ERP solutions with more than 54,000 employees around the world. Our solutions are delivered by .79% of SAP's 105,000 customers are actually small and mid-sized enterprises, which is something which isn't necessarily known by a lot of people. What does that mean? Well, fundamentally it means we get a lot of great feedback from those small and mid-sized enterprises about what they're looking for from an ERP solution. And we've certainly incorporated that into the SAP Business One application that I'll talk about today. For small businesses who want to fully integrate their end-to-end business and grow. It is really the only complete and integrated world-class ERP solution that is truly affordable because it's complete. It provides all your essential business functions out of the box. It's integrated, and all the business functions come in one standard package, which makes it easy to set up, easy to use, and easy to optimize, and can be easily integrated with other systems such as Magento by partners such as the team at InSync, who have utilized our standard integration and our open APIs to build that integration between SAP Business One and the Magento eCommerce platform. That's an example of what we talk about when we talk about the extensibility of SAP Business One. And of course, it's truly affordable with giving our customers the ability to get started with just a few users and a basic implementation for as little as $10,000 US. And of course, that varies from country to country around the world. And more than 32,000 customers around the world today utilize both a business solution as well as a flexible platform on which to grow. So we have the SAP Business One core, and then on top of that, we have a number of tools, the Business One Studio, our analytics, some new functionality which we're bringing to market this year, the analytics powered by SAP HANA, as well as a number of other mobile solutions. On top of that platform, we deliver an integration framework which allows for the provision of industry solutions, cloud-based extensions, integration into business networks, and so on. So you look at Business One, what is it all about? It's about providing a core of sales, manufacturing, stock management, purchasing, financials, and service that provide a really strong platform on which We also add our analytics capability, our capability to drive global business through the number of localizations that are provided in the solution, as well as a platform for collaboration. We've then taken that platform and we built integration that allows larger enterprises to ERP Business One. More than 80 countries around the world have organizations in those countries who are running an SAP Business One solution. So 33,000 customers plus are running SAP Business One. And more than 1,500 subsidiaries or affiliates of large enterprise customers are also running SAP Business One. Not only that, but with SAP Business One, we also, which is focused on delivering continuous improvement in every aspect of what we call the core of our application. Our current release is the version 8 family. Our next release, the version 9 family, will have more than 50 additional significant enhancements in functionality. And it will also deliver a faster, more user-friendly and easier lifecycle management approach. What do I mean by that? Well, fundamentally, this is about making sure that we at SAP can continue to deliver quickly and easily function. Focusing on adding additional mobility functionality. Take the current version of our mobile solution. More than 33,000 downloads of that solution have already been completed from the App Store for our iPhone and iPad application. We're working, of course, with what we call software solution partners to build and distribute industry vertical applications on top of that mobile platform. And in the next release of our mobile application, we'll be incorporating that data into local memory, which makes it faster, makes it more seamless, and empowers your people to produce customized reports and analysis, to do exploration and investigation of data to make informed decisions, and to get web-based access to your data and enterprise search, which is about searching quickly and easily through that back-end ERP system to gain access to the information you need to make decisions. And of course, for those of you who are familiar with the whole concept of cloud, SAP Business One is also available for cloud deployments. And this provides a business management solution that is easy to consume. It gives you the choice to run the solution on-premise or in the cloud. It's easy to use if you choose a cloud deployment because you can work with hosting partners who then manage the candidate for integration to your e-commerce front end because it is the only application today which offers that level of country localization with that level of multilingual capability, all from one application. And don't just take my word for it. Here you can see a couple of examples of some of our customers talking about each of these different models. We've got, for example, Group SEB, and this company is the world's largest manufacturer of small household appliances and cookware. For example, 6 SEB products are sold every second globally. They have 320 Business One users in 9 of their subsidiaries around the world, and they're utilizing SAP Business One integrated with their business suite for their larger enterprise. HHP in Germany, home health products. Implemented SAP Business One in just 7 weeks on budget and with 2 days of user training. So again, proves that the SAP solution is easy to adopt and easy to understand. They're also using the SAP driving real business value for them. And another example, a manufacturer of flame-resistant clothing in the United States who've experienced over 100% year-over-year growth in the past 2 years, who are using SAP Business One today in the cloud, hosted by a partner, which is helping them save on hardware costs, staffing requirements, and is giving them flexibility for their people regardless of where those people are located. And you can see the point that Glenn Rhodes, their IT manager, is making here about their concerns about moving to a Business One as a cloud-based solution, concerns around performance, which of course you can see, as Glenn said, there is no difference at all. So we're really focused on making sure that we meet the requirements of our customers around the functionality they need, around the deployment models that they want. And our roadmap is very much focused on these 3 key areas: the core of the solution, mobility, well, the key capabilities are really around a couple of things. We provide a superior user interface. We provide integration to the productivity tools you're familiar with today, like Microsoft Outlook. We've embedded the industry-standard SAP Crystal Report software for the reporting right throughout the entire application. One single code base for more than 40 countries, which helps us and helps our customers in those countries comply with legal requirements. Moving from version to version is simplified by our upgrade wizard. There is a centralized authentication framework. What does that mean? That's really about providing single sign-on. We deliver an enhanced infrastructure for data archiving, for managing your transactions effectively, and for managing memory consumption by the application. One of the new areas that we've introduced recently with SAP Business One, which is unique for an application designed for the small and mid-sized enterprise space, is our remote support platform, which enables a lower total cost of ownership because it enables our SAP Business One partners to remotely perform diagnostic and troubleshooting to get and the hardware requirements for an SAP Business One application are very, very common in the standard PCs that you would be purchasing today. Any commercial computer with 4 gigabytes of RAM is acceptable today, and in our next release we'll even be introducing 64-bit compatibility, which will then make it even easier to take advantage of that additional hardware capacity for driving additional speed and performance from the solution. I'm not going to go through each one of these functional areas in detail, but what we've done is we've made sure that in SAP Business One we're focusing on delivering all of the key business scenarios that a business would need, whether it's customer relationship management and the core functionality needed for that, such as marketing campaign management, customer management, opportunity and pipeline management. All of those things are covered. The order to cash process, going from quotation right through to the shipping process, through to invoicing, and of course, if you choose to, managing any credit processes around that. And of course, by utilizing the we're managing that effectively, as well as, of course, providing inventory and financials functionality. Built across all of that functionality is real-time dashboard and drill-down reporting, and the underlying technologies such as drag and relate, alerts, and the user interface customization are there, being extended with our software development kit and our add-ons, or as I like to call them, complementary solutions built by partners to extend that functionality. So Business One does provide comprehensive functionality. I'm not going to go through every single one of these in detail again, as I mentioned, but I do want to give you a snapshot to help you understand how with SAP Business One you do not have to compromise on functionality to get an application that is simple, easy to run, and affordable. And after today's webinar, I would encourage you to take a look at the personalized work center, which is designed to give your people a specific role-based user interface that presents them with the information and functionality they need to do their specific job. Our real-time embedded analytics, which you can see from the SAP Crystal Reports capability right through to the dashboards in the cockpit built with SAP Crystal dashboard design. Taking that to the next stage, again, as I mentioned, with the mobile applications, which are available with the SAP application free of charge from the App Store and plug in seamlessly to the SAP back-end application. Additional analytics capability, once you start working with even larger data sets, processing hundreds of thousands of transactions, the analytics being able to analyze those hundreds of thousands of records in seconds to give you instant additional functionality that increases your productivity, such as ad hoc or what we call interactive analysis, using the tools that you're familiar with, like Microsoft Excel pivot tables, and connecting that to pre-delivered OLAP cubes, which make that whole interactive analysis process quick and simple. Now, of course, with Magento, it's available around the world, and you want to make sure that no matter where you are in the world, as an organization, you have access to a single solution. Certainly believe that we're providing that. And that's one of the reasons why so many organizations have standardized on SAP solutions and SAP Business One to provide their subsidiary and ecosystem integration across their supply chain, providing data harmonization, making sure that data is consistent across the entire value chain, providing financial consolidation, business process standardization, and supply chain optimization. All of this results in lower total cost of ownership, increased business efficiency. And of course, more ways that you can find out about the SAP Business One application, but really the easiest way to is reach out to the team at Insync Solutions, and they'll be more than happy to point you to the areas on the web, on their website, and in a number of other areas on the SAP website where you can find out more access about SAP Business One. And with that, I'll hand back, and I will stay on the presentation for the Q&A to answer any additional questions that you may have.
For enlightening our knowledge on SAP Business One product. So now I'd like to start from this point, and I would like to focus on our integration platform, which is SBO eConnect, which helps the business to achieve the benefits of an integrated system. But before that, just as in a Magento industry partner and SAP software solution partner. So our product are tested and approved with third-party industry leader like Intel. So with this short intro, I will move on towards the product in detail. What is SBO eConnect? So SBO eConnect is basically an integration platform between Magento eCommerce and SAP Business One. Apart from having more than 50 integration points, the product has gone through a defined evolution cycle for more than 2 years and enriched with exposure to diverse business integration scenarios of more than 8 details of the integration solution as well as the value proposition of each of the integration points, which are currently you are viewing in your screen, like the customers, items, stock, orders, invoice, and shipping. SBO eConnect does a data integration between these two between Magento eCommerce and SAP Business One ERP system. But before moving into the detail, let's focus on some valuable behavior of SBO eConnect. So all the integrations which we are going to discuss in upcoming slides, all integration points are bidirectional. That means it can sync data from Magento eCommerce to SAP Business One and vice versa. As well as all the integration points are fully automatic. No manual intervention is required during this integration process. Also, if business require to have a very instant synchronization, we have arrangements within the user interface of SBO eConnect for a manual trigger for each and every integration. Also, the solution is developed and designed intelligently to take care of any kind of data redundancy or data duplication. The prevention mechanism or the prevention logic is already implemented within the product. Now let's move on to understand how these integration points behavior like their purchase quantity or their purchasing subtotal, you can assign them in a particular price list within SAP Business One, apply the discount rules on them. In case of already has an inbuilt service module, and the business owners who deals into the industry like electronic goods or mobile phones, which has associated after sale service along with the products. So they can use this service module of SAP Business One through SBO. You can their own web account, which can be integrated back to the back office system. Back office users can quickly act on those service calls, and they can ensure a quick resolve of those service calls. So in this way, this will definitely increase the customer satisfaction. Also, the bidirectional sync feature, that means data can be uploaded from SAP Business One to the Magento eCommerce also. So this bidirectional sync feature helps the business to leverage a hybrid model where the business has both physical as well as online store to promote the customer loyalty and increase their sales. Moving on to the next integration point, which is the item data synchronization between Magento and SAP Business One. So synchronization of item data help the e-commerce business to always show the most up-to-date product information to the customers. So customers will always get the most up-to-date product information, the stock information, the pricing within their e-commerce storefront. Being a business owner, get insights into gross profit of items by making use of different valuation methods available within SAP Business One through this integrated system. Promotions and synchronization feature help to ensure that online customer always see the most updated inventory information, and any kind of stock update happen within the SAP Business One ERP system will immediately affect the web inventory. So in this way, inventory synchronization will also happen in a fully automatic manner. Moving on to the most important integration process, which is the order. So the order synchronization helps to ensure a quick order fulfillment. When the web order quickly sync back to the SAP Business One ERP system, ERP user can quickly have a look at those orders by getting alerts within SAP Business One. They can ensure a quick delivery and ensure a quick order fulfillment. Also, the purchase and production process can be better managed based on your web sales when the web orders are synchronizing back to your back office system. Also, the business between these two systems. So we all know that invoices are directly related with the accounts, and any slight gap in accounting can result in heavy losses. So the invoice synchronization really helps an retail business to encounter each penny of your business. So invoice sync ensure business that the online sales is properly accounted within the back office system, And also the offline payment options like payment via check, payment via bank wire transfer, or cash on delivery payments can easily be catered with automatic information update in both the systems. The last integration point which we will discuss in detail is related to the shipping data synchronization, the value proposition of the shipping. So accurate and desired shipping information, which includes the shipping address and shipping method along with the freight charges, is available in SAP Business One through the synchronization of shipping data. So this facilitates the delivery, a quick delivery against the order. Are some general ledger accounts which are defined within SAP Business One against the freights. So whenever the online order sync back to SAP Business One, it will affect those freight GL accounts immediately. So this will help accounting the freight charges within SAP Business One system. So in last few slides, we had a brief overview on the standard integration points offered by SBO eConnect between Magento eCommerce and the SAP Business One ERP system. So now let's have a look at some of the integration scenarios web store in multiple language, which is supported by Magento, as well as they are maintaining multiple attributes in different languages. So all these multiple websites and multiple item attributes are fully supported through SBO eConnect used with their back office system. SBO eConnect is fully capable of integrating multiple SAP Business One companies with the multiple websites of Magento, which can be managed by a single control panel of SBO eConnect to maintain these multiple website and company connections. Through SBO eConnect, you can not only track your registered customer, but you are also able to account your guest. SBO eConnect, we have logics built in to prevent the data duplication. In Magento, you can have several websites or web stores under the same installation, which are targeted to different geographics and use different currencies. So SBO Connect is capable of all currency related conversions prior syncing the web orders to SAP Business One based on the SAP Business One exchange rates. So this ensures a proper order value. Apart from the above, which we have discussed, the key differentiators, the system has the flexibility to cater specific business needs, like if the business demand, a web order can be synced as a draft, or a web invoice can be synced back as an AR reserve invoice based on the specific business needs. So the connector is flexible enough to be configured as per your business needs. So now we would like to share some of our customer experiences and feedback. To manage this 20,000 item data sync between their front end and their back end ERP system. Moving on to the next success story, a real life implementation of SBO eConnect for Planet Jill Designs LLC. So Planet Jill Designs LLC, whose business is only through online channel, is into the personalized jewelry gift items, serving more than 20,000 customers. And InSync was able to help the integration, also serving their unique business needs like mapping of personal photos shared online with the order, which need to be synced back to the SAP Business One. Later on, their SAP Business One users will use those photos to be inscribed on these photo jewelries. Coming to the human heart nature, which is involved into an e-retail business of natural beauty and organic products in USA and Philippines. Also, they have physical store through which they are selling. Their online store punching more than 100 plus order a day, and SBO eConnect is able to sync all. So in this way, they were able to have a 360-degree view about their business. To be specific, the customer buying behavior. Also, when talking about the Magento Enterprise, we also implemented the SBO eConnect product within Magento Enterprise Edition. So for a Netherlands-based company, they on this trade, who are dealing in animal drugs and nutritional products in Netherlands, we have installed SBO eConnect to cater their integration needs of integrating 3 websites of Magento under the single installation with a particular SAP Business One company. Also, they have very complex tier pricing facility which need to be integrated with the SAP Business One price list. So SBO eConnect provides a fully integrated system to they on this trade. So in this way, SBO eConnect is fully capable of covering some of the complex scenarios and within its implementation process. So I have provided you a detailed overview of SBO eConnect. I hope this insight was useful. And now I will pass it back to Devendra for a quick recap what we have discussed within this webinar.
Thanks, Subhajit. I hope we had collected a lot from this webinar, and we'll just go through a quick recap. And if you are not able to take many of the questions, you can mail us and we will be happy to reply back. Moreover, the audience who have missed some part of the presentation, we will share the recorded presentation to everyone, which will also help them to listen to the first part of the presentation, which was not that clear because of some internet connection problem. Choose an SAP Business One vendor for implementation. So Richard, I think you will be best to answer this.
Yep, great. Thank you very much. It's a good question because one of the key aspects that drives the success of your implementation is, of course, the partner that where they have gone through the necessary level of training, and then that they have also sat their certification exams and passed their required qualifications. The second thing, as well as that certification, is to always effectively. This is a partner that has good customer reference stories, good customer case studies that they are able to share with you, and we have literally hundreds and hundreds of customer case studies, of course, that we can make available to you. They mention the partner involved, but you can find the a list of SAP Business One partners from the SAP website by using our partner finder. demonstrable capability, and then you'll be pretty sure that you have the right kind of organization. So thank you for that question.
Yeah. Thanks, Richard. Richard, I think 2 minutes on the starter pack would also be very useful for our audience. So if you could just brief 2 minutes on that.
Certainly. The starter package is an offering of SAP Business One that is designed for businesses who in the past may have decided that they would choose a entry-level accounting solution such as QuickBooks, MYOB, Peachtree, one of those kinds of solutions, because they could not necessarily afford to go for a more fully featured ERP deployment of a solution such as SAP Business One. With the starter package, we have taken our packages. What does this mean? It makes it easy for our partners to deploy the system very, very quickly, and in many cases at a fixed price. So the starter package gives those businesses, those smaller businesses, the ability they can quickly and easily move to the more fully featured SAP Business One application simply by talking to their partner, arranging the upgrade, getting a new set of license keys, plugging those in, and they're ready to go. And of course, the Magento integration that you've done can not only be, Magento can not only be integrated with SBO eConnect into the starter package, but all of that integration work that's been done
With their own ERP. We are not sure on the name of the company, but I think after this session, you would surely be interested in migrating from Open ERP to SAP Business One. But yes, if we find any company who has a product and who is working on integration as a product, we'll surely suggest you. But overall, I would like to say that if you choose a company for integration, please ensure they don't take it as a project, but they have a product for integration, because integration scenarios are very complex, and only when you do the same scenario n number of times, then the perfection and the depth is there in the integration and the product. So if we come across any company, we will let you know, but a better choice would be moving to SAP Business One starter package, which will provide you a more robust solution and at a very affordable cost. So some level of comfort. So next question is like a customer has 1,000 plus orders and 30 plus users. So can SBO eConnect cater? Yes, sure. As we have already shown in our case study, SBO eConnect is able to cater more than 20,000 customers and much more than 1,000 orders a day. So And finally, I am coming to the last question, which is like, what do you keep in mind while integrating with SAP and Magento, and that too in real time? The only thing we ensure while doing this is to have a seamless connectivity without having any error. And with our 80 plus customers working into different geographies with different business scenarios, having different complexity, we can assure that we can do cost of ownership. So with this, I would like to thank all the audience for joining us today. And especially, I would also like to thank Richard for giving his time to enlighten our knowledge on SAP Business One. We will upload the recording of the webinar and share the link by end of this week.